So episode 2 wraps up. We still haven't seen Dwight. Why haven't we seen Dwight? So episode 2 premiered last night, titled The Hurt That Will Happen. If you haven't seen it, it's a full spoiler warning for the episode, but if you have seen it, let's talk about the episode. Now, if you like Fear the Walking Dead and you want to see more of my reviews, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below, because then that way you get to see all my reviews of Season 5. So, with all that said, let's get started talking about episode 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. Finally being able to see Daniel again since Season 3, it was great. I really missed seeing him. He was one of my favourite characters in the early seasons, so seeing him again was great. But for a man who gets shot in the face, he doesn't look like much damage was done to him. He looks like he was back then, even though when he got shot in the face, it looked like half his cheek was just destroyed, but it seems to be okay now. It seems the place he lived, it looks like a town that he converted into a home just for him, because it doesn't seem like anyone else is there. So it looks like there's a whole town just for him and his cat Skidmark, which would be pretty cool to have your own town. But we get to see how he reacted to Madison and Nick's death. You could tell you could tell throughout the seasons that he did have a relationship with Madison. He had one with Nick, but it wasn't as close as it was with Madison, so you could tell that finding out that Madison was dead, I still don't think she's dead, did upset him. But I don't know, they set it up where we won't see him again, but I assume we're going to see him again. I hope we see him again. If not, maybe in the back half, but I do want to see Daniel again. So throughout the episode, there was 4 mini little stories going throughout. Daniel's story is one of them, but another one was June and John. I did enjoy it. They were out searching for the little kids. I believe they will find them. Maybe not next week, but maybe the week after. But to me, they're kind of setting up June's death, because she just seems way too happy. And if you watch The Walking Dead, you know if someone gets happy in the apocalypse, they're close to dying. And because she's extremely happy lately, I think June's going to die. I really don't want to see that, because I think that would break John. And John is one of my favourite characters on Fear the Walking Dead. But I think June's death might be either the season finale or the mid-season finale. But I don't want June to die just for John's sake. I don't mind June. Again, she is a doctor. They tend to kill doctors off in the Walking Dead universe. But I don't really mind June. It's more the fact I don't want John to suffer. The third mini story they have was Luciana, who is back in the camp base where they've set up shop for the moment. She's trying to get in contact with Strand. I didn't really like it. It's not that I didn't like it, I didn't mind it. I just don't like the character of Luciana. I find her to be extremely annoying, and it baffles me that she's still there. I don't understand it, because she was brought in, I think it was the back half season 2, as a supporting girl to Nick. Nick died at the start of season 4. Why is she still there? She doesn't serve any purpose for me. She's a real background character, and I don't like her. They've set her up so far this season. It's episode 2. They set her up to die twice. I think she's going to die soon. I kind of hope she does, because I'm just not a fan of her character at all. I find her to be irritating. Like, when she talks, it tends to annoy me. And finally, Morgan and Alicia's story. I really enjoyed this pairing. I think seeing them together, I think that was my favourite part of the episode. Usually, even last season, seeing them together was my favourite part of last season. I think they work so well together that Morgan has taken Alicia under his wing in somewhat the same way that Eastman did to him. But then we also meet this new character, Grace, who kind of caused the radiated zombies to come about by not evacuating the plant when she should have. So she thinks that her mission is to go around and kill all the radiated zombies and bury them so they can't cause any damage to anyone else. But before that happens, Morgan accidentally runs into them. He gets a bit infected. He's okay, because she washes him down, he scrubs it, everything is clean now. But he doesn't get his bow staff, so Morgan doesn't have his bow staff anymore, which I assume he's going to get it back. I can't imagine Morgan without it, because Morgan without his staff is Rick without his Colts, Michonne without her sword, and even Daryl without his bow and arrow. It's not bow and arrow, it's a crossbow. But seeing Morgan without the staff, I think it's the same as that. So they're going to have to give Morgan back his staff, because it makes no sense not to have it. So even that, so her plot, she's going around killing all these walkers. She goes off at the end of the episode, saying we're not going to see her again. I assume we're going to see her again. I can't imagine her story to end like that. We're going to see her either die, or somehow she's okay. She's probably going to die. I can't imagine she'd be okay. It's not that type of world. But we don't see Al at all this episode. We get a hint of... I'm assuming that at the end of the episode, when we see all the walkers' heads on top of the billboard, I assume that's the group that took Al, which I'm also assuming is the group that took Rick. I hope I turn out to be right. it's kind of setting up that way unless there's a side villain that we have known nothing about. But I can't imagine it's going to be. Where does Dwight fit into the story? Dwight is the biggest thing that's baffling me at the moment. I want to see Dwight so bad. We haven't seen him since season 8 of The Walking Dead, which is a whole year ago now. And I just want to see how Dwight fits into the story. So far, really enjoying the season. I know it's only episode 2, but even last season, I really enjoyed the start of it. Didn't end well. I'm really, really, really hoping this season doesn't go that way. I hope it goes more like season 9 of The Walking Dead, which from start to finish was great. I'm hoping this goes that way, because I do love this franchise. I don't want to see it go down the toilet like another show that went down the toilet this year. I'm not going to point any fingers, but Game of Thrones. So I'm really hoping this season keeps on the level it is, because so far it's been great. So thanks for watching.